Welcome back. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher, and we're working on our Labyrinth template. And we are doing fragments, and today we're going to do a little bonus, a new tangle that Maria did. So watch, we're doing fragments from the primer book, the Zen Tangle primer, and the Reticula and fragment book. So today we are going to work on here. We're going to do F3, which is just a hollybaw type tangle, and I'm just going to start out by drawing two lines, and then we're going to come and cross those, and then again, and you can see I am just going under. Now you're wondering, what am I going to do here? I'm just going to bring it down to my border there, and now I'm going to do another one, and we're just going to and then it's going to, we won't tell anybody. What do you do when you have a little mess up? And I was off camera, so I'm glad I didn't say, and I didn't say the word in class. For my class, I am away from them for a while. I didn't, if I say oops in class, I have to give them a little prize. And this one I'm just going to end kind of in mid-air, but I just want it to be hollybawed underneath. So I have several of them, and I could just, I'm going to keep going around this corner, I think, because that was my best option. I'm going to come here. So that, and there we have it, just some hollybawed effect. And I could come back into some of these spaces, and you know what, that wasn't the next tangle I was doing, but we're going to do it anyway. And I kind of skipped ahead. I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to do a little transcending. But first of all, I'm going to fill in the background. And I love to do fill-in work. I'm going to find my PN pen. This is the PN pen, and I'm going to use it to fill in. It goes just a little faster, and because the tip is a little wider. Okay, now that we have that all filled in, and let's see if we can get it, we are going to do some transcending. And if you haven't ever seen transcending, it's really fun. I am going to take my 05 Jelly Roll, which is my very finest one, and I'm going to do a tangle over the top of this tangle. And I'm going to do Muka. It's one of my favorites, and I love how it's done, but I have to kind of wait for that to dry a little bit. And you can see how this just goes over the top. I'm just tangling right over the top of another tangle. And usually light tangles are great to tangle over the top when you're transcending. And Muka's really a good one to blend it in. I usually have to kind of think about how I'm drawing and turn my dial or my labyrinth so that I can just you can see that isn't that just gorgeous? It's a layered look. And I'm using that very small fine tip. And I can go back into these spaces and just echo that space so that it fills in. And that is transcending, where we put one tangle on top of another tangle. That was not exactly what I planned to do, but it turned out just beautiful. So we're going to do our next tangle that I really did plan on doing, and it is B7. And I'm just going to grid off this area, and I could grid around the corner, but then we're just going to exit off, and then aura. Put an X in the space. And I just think that that is a fabulous little tangle. And we can carry it right around the corner. If we want, we can just do a line here and a line here so that it turns the corner. And we're just going to X off both of those. Now we do need to take our 08 jelly roll and highlight this. And the reason we do that is so that we can get that, it just kind of helps us follow around that labyrinth. So we, now let's take our chalk pencil and do a little highlighting. I'm going to just put my chalk pencil, so we blend it out. Just gives it a little highlight. The light really picks it up here. It's probably not that light on my original, but it really picks it up on there. So now we have one more that we're going to do, that I'm going to do up here for today. And it is Z7, or I call it Flux. And I'm just going to just start with a little flux. And I love my flux to have a little hollybaw effect to it. It can come underneath. Flux is such a beautiful, simple little tangle. But it is pretty basic. So I'm going to come back in here. I think I'll extend it up here a little bit more. So you can just do one side, or you can do two sides. And then I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to add circles behind. If you've watched very many of my videos, you know that I love circles. I love to fill in. And you can fill in completely, or you can just do a few. And now we're going to come back with our 08 jelly roll, and we're going to fill in not all of these, but just randomly pick a few to fill in. We're just going to fill in a few. And then we're going to take our pencil, and we're just going to put a little shading down in the tip of our flux. So then we take our shading stump, and then we can take our white charcoal and give it a little bit of white on the top and soften that a little. And there we have lesson 2 in our labyrinth. It's moving right along. We have a, oh, I just noticed that I needed to use my white jelly roll and fill in the space between and our outside. And you can see how that just helps you follow that. We're just going up and around, back and forth and up, and we will continue with our labyrinth and different tangles from our Reticula and Fragment and Primer book. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a single video. The template for the labyrinth is on my website, and all the supplies are also there at the store. If you need anything, it helps support this channel. So thanks again, and have a great day.